Hello everyone. I'm back with the second video of the chapter Quadratic Equations with Important Questions. If you didn't watch the previous video, then do watch it to understand the concept. Let's solve the questions. State whether the equation x plus 1, x minus 2 plus x is equal to 0 has two distinct real roots or not. Justify your answer. This question is based on nature of roots. So to find the nature of roots, we find the discriminant. If discriminant is greater than 0, then we say that the equation has two distinct real roots. Otherwise, not. Write this equation in the standard form. So x plus 1 into x minus 2 plus x is equal to 0. So open the bracket. X into x is x square. X into minus 2 is minus 2x. 1 into x is 1x. And 1 into minus 2 is minus 2 plus x is equal to 0. Solve it. X square minus 2x plus x is minus x. Minus 2 plus x is equal to 0. So cancel this negative x and this positive x. So we are left with x square minus 2 is equal to 0. So this equation we have written in standard form. So now where a is equal to 1 and you all know that b is the coefficient of x. So here in this equation we are not able to see the variable x. So the coefficient of x is 0 and c is constant, that is minus 2. Now as to find the equation has two distinct real roots or not, we need to find the discriminant. So d is equal to b square minus 4ac. So where b is 0, so 0 square is 0 minus 4 into a is 1 and c is minus 2. So here when we solve it, minus 4 into 1 is minus 4 into minus 2, which is plus 8. So if you observe that here d is greater than 0. D is 8, so it is greater than 0. Since d is greater than 0, therefore the equation has two distinct real roots. Next question. If minus 5 is a root of the quadratic equation 2x square plus px minus 15 equal to 0 and the quadratic equation p into x square plus x plus k equal to 0 has equal roots, find the value of k. So in this first part, here it is mentioned that minus 5 is the root of this equation. So replace minus 5 in place of k in this equation to find the value of p. So 2 into minus 5 square plus p into minus 5 minus 15 equal to 0. So here what we have done, we have replaced minus 5 in place of x because it is given that minus 5 is a root of the quadratic equation. So now solve it. 2 into minus 5 square is 25. P into minus 5 is minus 5p minus 15 equal to 0. So 2 into 25 is 50 minus 5p minus 15 equal to 0. So 50 minus 15 is 35. Shift this minus 5p to the other side. So it is 5p. Cancel this 35 with 5. So we get 5 ones are 5 and 5 sevens are 35. So the value of p is 7. So we got the value of p as 7. So which will replace in the other equation. If you observe here, this quadratic equation has equal roots. So in place of p, we'll replace p with 7. So note down the equation. P x square plus x plus k is equal to 0. And we got the value of p as 7. So write 7 into x square plus x plus k is equal to 0. Open the bracket. So 7 into x square is 7x square. 7 into x is 7x plus k equal to 0. So here this equation has equal roots, which is given in the question. Since the equation has equal roots, therefore d is equal to 0. So we all know that d is equal to b square minus 4ac, and that should be equal to 0. Where in this equation we observe that a is equal to 7, b is the coefficient of x, that is 7, and c is constant, that is k. So replace the value here in this equation. So b square is 7 square minus 4 into a is 7 and c is k equal to 0. 7 square is 49 minus 4 into 7 is 28 and 28 into k is 28k, that is equal to 0. Shift this minus 28k to the other side. So it becomes 28k, that is equal to 49. Cancel this 49 and this 28 with 7. So it is 7 sevens are and 7 fours are. So we are left with 4k is equal to 7. Shift this 4 to the other side. So k is equal to 7 upon 4. So we were supposed to find the value of k, that is 7 upon 4. Let's see what is there in the next question. Solve for x. That means we need to find the zeros of this equation. So write this equation in the simplest form. 2x square plus 6 root 3x minus 60 equal to 0 are the multiples of 2. Cancel these all terms with 2 and we get x square plus 3 root 3x minus 30 equal to 0. So let's find the zeros of this equation by using factorization method. So here at the middle term we have 3 root 3x, and the product of first and the last term is minus 30x square. So let's split the middle term in such a way that the sum of these two terms should be equal to 3 root 3x, and the product of these two terms should be equal to minus 30x square. So wherever the root numbers are given, here root 3 is there. So write this root 3 for both the terms. Root 3 into root 3 is 3. So for this 30, 3 is one of the factor. Then the other factor will be minus 10. So now split this minus 10 in such a way that the product should be equal to minus 10 and the sum should be equal to 3. So we know that 10 is 2 5s are 10. And for the sign, which number should be positive and which number should be negative, just check the middle term. Here it is positive. So the greater number should be positive and the smaller number should be negative. So we got the factors here as minus 2 root 3x and 5 root 3x. Write the same here. Now just check that when we add these two terms, we get 3 root 3x, and when we multiply these two terms, we get 30x square. So the middle term we got it as, write the first term as it is, And for the middle term, we are going to write it as minus 2 root 3 x plus 5 root 3x, and write this last term as it is. For these two terms, what is common? X is common, and inside the bracket we'll be left with x in the first term and minus 2 root 3 in the second term. And now for these two terms, the common is 5 root 3, and here x is left, and from here if we take it out 5 root 3 outside, then we are left with 5 root 3, we have taken it as common, then we are left with minus 2 root 3, that is minus 2 root 3 equal to 0. So now in these two terms we have x minus 2 root 3 as common, and in this term we are left with x, and in this term we are left with 5 root 3 equal to 0. So now these two factors are equal to 0. So equate this with 0. X minus 2 root 3 is equal to 0, and x plus 5 root 3 is also equal to 0. So x will be equal to 2 root 3, and here x will be equal to minus 5 root 3. So we get the zeros, that is 2 root 3, and the other 0 will be minus 5 root 3. So this is the zeros of the equation. So now if you want to clear the concept of quadratic formula, so to use the quadratic formula here, we will find the discriminant first. This we have solved by using factorization method. Now we are going to solve the same equation by using quadratic formula. So I'm noting down the equation which is we have brought in simplest form, x square plus 3 root 3x minus 30 equal to 0. So now this equation, to use a quadratic formula, you need to find d first. So we know that d is b square minus 4ac. So here a is coefficient of x square, that is 1, and b is coefficient of x, that is 3 root 3, and c is constant, that is minus 30. So b square is 3 root 3 whole square minus 4 into a is 1 and c is minus 30. So root 3 into root 3 is 3, and 3 in 3 square is 9, and 9 into 3 is 27. Minus into minus is plus, and 4 into 30 is 120. So 27 plus 120 is 147. So we got d as 147. Now let's write the quadratic formula, that is x will be equal to minus b plus minus root of d upon 2a. So here b is root 3, that is minus 3 root 3 plus minus root of d is 147 upon 2 into a. Here a is 1, so it is 2 into 1. Solve it. So we get minus 3 root 3 plus minus. So when we find the root of 147, so to find the root of 147, please write the prime factors. So we get the prime factors of 147 will be 3 49s, 7 7s, and 7 1s. So these are the factors of 147. So from these factors, so from these factors we will bring this 7 out of the root. So we get the root of 147 will be equal to 7 root 3. upon 2. So write this in two ways, that is minus 3 root 3 plus 7 root 3 upon 2, and the other way minus 3 root 3 minus 7 root 3 upon 2, because here plus and minus symbol is there. So minus 3 root 3 plus 7 root 3 is 4 root 3 upon 2. Minus 3 root 3 minus 7 root 3 is minus 10 root 3 upon 2. So cancel this 4 with this 2, we get 2 here. Cancel this 10 with this 2, we get minus 5 here. So the zeros are 2 root 3 and minus 5 root 3. So this is the value of x. Hope this question is clear to all. Let's move to the next question. Three consecutive natural numbers are such that the square of the middle number exceeds the difference of the squares of the other two numbers by 60. Find the numbers. So as here it is mentioned three consecutive natural numbers. So you should be knowing, if I take, I'm just giving an example. If I take the one number as 3, then the consecutive other two numbers will be 4 and 5. If I take one number as 11, then the other two consecutive natural numbers will be 12 and 13. So such numbers are called consecutive natural numbers. So since here numbers are not given, so we are going to assume the first number as x. Let the numbers be x. Then the other number will be x plus 1. And the third number will be x plus 2. So the three consecutive natural numbers will be x, x plus 1 and x plus 2. Now see what's the condition given here. The square of the middle number. That means the square of the middle number, that is x plus 1 whole square, exceeds the difference of the squares of the other two. That means the difference of the squares of this x and x plus 2. So x plus 2 whole square minus x square. That's what it is mentioned here. The difference of the squares of the other two. So the difference of x plus 2 whole square minus x square. So this x plus 1 whole square exceeds the difference of these two numbers by 60. Hope this equation is clear to all. X plus 1 whole square is in the form of a plus b whole square, which is a square plus b square plus 2ab. So use this formula here. So to solve it, it is x square plus b square is 1 square, that is 1, plus 2 into a into b is 2x, minus, solve this also. So it is x square plus b square, that is 4, plus 2 into a into b, that is 4x, minus x square, which is equal to 60. So cancel this x square with this negative x square. So we are left with x square plus 1 plus 2x, open the bracket. So it is minus 4 minus 4x, which is equal to 60. So solve it. X square, 1 minus 4 is minus 3. 2x minus 4x is minus 2x, which is equal to 60. So bring this 60 to the other side. So we get x square minus 2x minus 3 And when this 60 comes, the other side becomes minus 60 equal to 0. So x square minus 2x minus 3 minus 60 is minus 63 equal to 0. So to find the value of x here, use factorization method. So here in the middle term we have minus 2x and the product of first and the last term is minus 63 x square. So here 63 we know that it is 7 nines are 63. So since here this last term is negative, so that means here one number should be positive and the other number should be negative. And here since the middle term is negative, that means the greater number should be negative and the smaller number should be positive. So here 9 sevens are is 63. That means the greater number should be negative and the smaller number should be positive. So we know that minus 9 and plus 7 is minus 2. So we got the factors of this minus 2x as plus 7x and minus 9x. And when we multiply these two, we get minus 63 x square. So let's solve it. Write this first term as it is and split these two terms. We get plus 7x minus 9x and write this term as it is, that is minus 63 equal to 0. From these two terms, we find x is common. From this term, x is left, and from this term, 7 is left. From these two terms, minus 9 is common. From this term, x is left, and since minus is taken out, so the sign changes here, it becomes positive, and here we are left with 7 equal to 0. So from these two terms, x plus 7 is common. So write the common out. From here x is left and from this term minus 9 is left, that is equal to 0. We got two factors, x plus 7 into x minus 9 equal to 0. So equate both the factors with 0. So we get the value of x as minus 7 and x will be equal to 9. So since in the question it is given here, the three numbers are the natural numbers. So we will ignore here the negative one. Minus 7 is not a natural number, so that to be ignored. So the value of x will be 9. So when we get the value of x as 9 and we have taken the three consecutive numbers as x, x plus 1 and x plus 2. So we got the first number as 9, then the second number is 9 plus 1, that is 10, and third number is 9 plus 2, that is 11. So the three numbers are 9, 10 and 11. Let's solve the next question. Some students planned a picnic. The total budget for food was rupees 2000, but 5 students failed to attend the picnic and thus the cost of food for each member increased by rupees 20. How many students attended the picnic and how much did each student pay for the food? So here we need to assume let the number of students be x. Let the number of students be x, and since the cost is also not given, and the cost of food per child be y. Rupees. So here you very well know that when we know the number of students are X and the cost per child for food is Y, then the total cost for food will be equal to X into Y, that is XY. And here the budget for the food is clearly given, that is 2000. That means XY is equal to 2000 rupees, 2000. So now here as 5 students were not able to go for picnic, so from this X we are going to remove 5 students. So when 5 good students get removed, then the cost of this food per student increases by rupees 20. So then the cost becomes Y plus 20 per child. So in place of X, we are going to write it as X minus 5, and in place of Y, we will write Y plus 20. So now number of students who have gone for picnic are X minus 5, and the cost of food per child is Y plus 20, and the budget remains the same, that is 2000. So solve and write this equation in the standard form. So open the bracket, X into Y is XY, X into 20 is 20X, minus 5 into Y is minus 5Y, minus 5 into 20 is minus 100, which is equal to 2000. So just see here, XY is equal to 2000. So in place of XY, we can write 2000, that is from first equation. So plus 20x minus 5y minus 100 is equal to 2000. So we can cancel this 2000 and this 2000, that is from equation 1. So we get the equation here as 20x minus 5y minus 100 is equal to 0. Now in these all terms, we find 5 as common. So cancel all the terms with 5. We get 4x minus y minus 20 equal to 0. So now replace the value of y as, since xy is equal to 2000, so y will be equal to 2000 upon x. So in place of y, we are going to write 2000 upon x. So 4x minus y is 2000 upon x minus 20 equal to 0. Solve it now. So here we'll get 4x square minus 2000 minus 20x equal to 0. So we got this equation as a quadratic equation, that is 4x square minus 20x minus 2000 equal to 0. Again, we observe here that in all these terms, 4 is common. So cancel these all terms with 4 and we get x square minus 5x minus 500 equal to 0. So now factorize this equation to get the value of x. Find the factors of this 500. So we get it as 20 and into 25. So 20 into 25 is 500, and when we subtract these two, 20 and 25, we get minus 5. So when we split this middle term, we get 20x minus 25x. So write this first term as it is, x square plus 20x minus 25x and write this last term as it is minus 500 equal to 0. So from these two terms we find x as common. So from this first term we are left with x, and from second term we are left with 20. Again from these two terms we find minus 25 is common. From this term x is left. Since minus is taken out, so this negative becomes positive, and here we are left with 20. So from these two terms x plus 20 is common. So we have taken x plus 20 as common out. From this term x is left, and from this term minus 25 is left. So it is x minus 25, which is equal to 0. So here we have two factors that is equal to 0. So x plus 20 is equal to 0, and x minus 25 is also equal to 0. So the value of x will be equal to minus 20 and x will be equal to 25. So since here the number of students can't be negative, so we will ignore this x is equal to minus 20 and we take x is equal to 25. So the number of students are 25. Y will be equal to 2000 upon x. So it is 2000 upon x is 25, which is equal to 80 rupees. So now here we need to find how many students attended the picnic. So the number of students who attended the picnic is equal to, so as we know that from the total number of students, 5 students didn't go for the picnic. So x minus 5 students attended the picnic. So here x is 25 minus 5, that is equal to 20 students attended the picnic. So cost of food per child was y plus 20. So the value of y is 80 rupees. So the cost per child will be 80 plus 20, that is equal to rupees 100. So 20 students attended the picnic and they paid rupees 100 for the food. Now check your understanding by solving these two questions and write your answers in the comment box. One more video with important questions will be uploaded very soon. Do subscribe this channel to stay connected with me for the upcoming videos. Thank you.